Hey guys, tonight we have a message that might just change everything for you. It's not every day that we get a direct, urgent prophecy from Archangels Michael and Gabriel, so stay with me here. You've probably heard the whispers of prophecy in the past, but tonight's message is different. There's a quiet urgency in the air, and it's calling to you. Archangels like Gabriel don't just speak to ancient prophets or distant kings, they speak to you right here, right now. Tonight, Gabriel's voice won't echo through a temple or a grand hall. No, it'll be softer than that, but no less powerful. He's calling you in your quiet moments, in the stillness that sometimes feels too peaceful, almost as if it's urging you to take action. But will you hear it? Prophecy, at least the kind that truly matters, isn't loud and in your face. It's a whisper, a pull in your chest that says, now is the time. So, before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe. But only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. I'd love to know where you're joining from tonight, so drop your location and time in the comments. I'm curious, what's the local time where you are? Now, dim the lights, maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum, and let's ease into tonight's journey together. In these quiet moments, Archangel Gabriel speaks of timing. You see, he doesn't deliver urgent messages with a thundering sound. No, it's a stillness you must recognize. The world may seem calm, but there's a divine undertone, a shift. The kind of shift you're sensing tonight. Maybe you felt like something was off but couldn't put a finger on it. Or perhaps there's been a small voice, barely a whisper, urging you to act or change. This is what Gabriel does. His words are subtle yet powerful. You felt it, haven't you? That small nudge in your spirit, the way everything seems aligned when you're calm enough to notice it. Gabriel is here to give you clarity, to help you see that the moment you're in right now is not an ordinary moment. It's a divine one, and it's waiting for you to step into it. Now, remember that sense of urgency we're talking about. The thing with prophecy is that it's never quite as dramatic as the movies make it seem. Future isn't some grand event you're going to witness with all the lights and cameras. No, it's an unfolding that begins in the quiet of your own soul. So as you lie here, comfortable with everything around you as it should be, know that the most important part of this journey happens inside of you. What if I told you that tonight's message is about divine timing? It's not about what's coming next week or even tomorrow, it's about right now. This very moment in your life holds something significant, and Archangel Gabriel's presence is a reminder that you are exactly where you need to be. You're probably thinking, okay, but what does this message really mean for me? Well, the thing is, prophecy isn't just about big moments that change the course of history. It's often about the quiet nudges, the ones you might brush off if you're not paying attention. You see, prophecy is about divine timing, and divine timing doesn't happen when you expect it. No, it always arrives right when you need it most. You may have been waiting for something to happen, maybe even feeling like you're at a crossroads. That's exactly when Archangel Gabriel steps in. His presence, though subtle, is meant to guide you through these transitions. Gabriel isn't here to shake things up with flashing lights and big announcements. Instead, he's here to offer quiet clarity, to remind you that everything you've been working toward, everything you've been feeling, is part of a much larger divine plan. In the stillness of the night, you might not hear the earth-shattering sound of a cosmic shift, but I promise you this, something important is in motion. You've been given a unique opportunity to act in alignment with your higher purpose. What you do with this moment, this now, will have a ripple effect that lasts far beyond tonight. Think of it like a seed planted in fertile soil. It will grow, but only if you nurture it. The reason this is such an urgent message tonight is that Archangel Gabriel's guidance is directly tied to divine timing. If you act now, you'll find yourself in the right place at the right time, even if it feels like the world is still asleep. The universe is quietly aligning, and you, my friend, are being called to step into your power. There's an ancient proverb that says, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. What if you've been waiting for the right moment only to realize it's already here? This moment, the one you're in right now, is the key. This is the time to make the decision that aligns with your soul's path. Gabriel is the messenger, and you're the one who must act. You see, prophecy is not always about predicting the future, it's about being present in the now. Divine messages don't always come wrapped in elaborate speeches or grand signs. Sometimes they come in the form of a quiet whisper, a moment of clarity in the midst of your routine, or the soft nudge you feel in your heart. Tonight, Gabriel has brought you this moment, this message, and the choice is yours. Will you listen? This is why Gabriel speaks tonight, urging you to pay attention. It's not about some future event that's too far away to grasp. No, it's about now. Your destiny is waiting, but it's going to need you to take action, however small it may seem. That tiny shift you make tonight, whether it's a decision, an attitude change, or simply being still long enough to hear the divine whisper, will shape the path ahead. Historians still argue whether prophecy is the foretelling of a fixed fate or simply a reminder of the choices we make along the way. But one thing is certain, the divine whispers are here to guide you, and you can choose to heed them. Gabriel's message is one of alignment and timing. Take this moment to step into your purpose. And remember, this isn't just any message. It's one that's been waiting for you. So, as you relax, take a deep breath and let the quiet guidance of Gabriel flow through you. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be and that the divine path is opening before you. Now, with Archangel Gabriel's gentle whisper still lingering in your thoughts, let's take a moment to consider what divine protection really looks like. You've likely heard of Archangel Michael, the warrior angel, the protector, the one who stands between you and the dangers that seek to harm. But what if I told you that protection isn't always about fighting battles with swords or shields? No, sometimes protection is the quiet presence that holds you up when the weight of the world feels too heavy. Picture this. You're standing on the edge of a cliff, feeling as though the winds of change are pushing you closer to the edge. But just as you think you might fall, you feel a soft, reassuring hand on your shoulder. It's not physical, but it's there. It's the gentle protection of Archangel Michael, offering you stability when everything around you seems to be shifting. That's the kind of protection we're talking about. It's not the loud, dramatic gestures you might expect. It's the subtle, unwavering presence that keeps you grounded. Tonight, as you settle in for rest, Michael's protection is more than just a shield from external harm. It's the inner calm he brings, the sense of safety you feel even when the world around you feels chaotic. You might not see his wings, but trust that they're wrapped around you, keeping you safe in ways you may not fully understand yet. You may not be aware of it, but every time you take a deep breath, feel a little peace, or sense a guiding force in your decisions, that's Michael's protection at work. And that's not just a comforting thought, it's a reality. Protection comes in many forms, and sometimes it's as simple as feeling a little less anxious about tomorrow or finding peace in the midst of uncertainty. You might think that protection is about fighting, but sometimes it's about allowing yourself to be still and trusting that you are exactly where you need to be, even if the journey isn't fully clear. Archangel Michael's protection is about allowing you to stand firm no matter what storms may be swirling around you. It's easy to overlook the subtle ways divine protection shows up. For instance, have you ever had a moment where everything seemed to fall into place, when the right person showed up at just the right time, or when you made a decision that felt intuitively right even though you couldn't explain why? That's Michael's protection guiding you, steering you away from harm before you even realize it. Historians still debate whether the divine actively intervenes in our daily lives or whether we're simply guided by the forces we can't see. But one thing is certain, the presence of Archangel Michael offers a form of protection that transcends explanation. It's not about seeing the sword or hearing the battle cry, it's about feeling the sense of safety that's been with you all along. Tonight, as you lie down, let Michael's protection surround you. Close your eyes and imagine his wings spreading wide, enveloping you in warmth and safety. You don't need to see them to know they're there. Trust that this protection is a constant, a divine presence that is working on your behalf even when you're not aware of it. In moments of vulnerability, whether physical, emotional, or spiritual, Michael is standing guard. And it's not just during the hard times. Protection comes in the quiet moments of rest, when you allow yourself to let go of the tension and surrender to peace. You might not be able to see the angels working behind the scenes, but the evidence is in the peace you feel in your heart, in the sense of knowing that you're not alone. This protection isn't a one-time gift, it's constant, and it's always available to you. Tonight, Michael's presence is especially strong as he shields you from anything that could disturb your rest. You're safe. You're surrounded by divine love, and nothing can penetrate that shield unless you allow it to. Take this moment to truly understand the depth of Michael's protection. It's not just about physical safety. It's about the peace he brings to your spirit. This is the protection you don't need to ask for, because it's already here, enveloping you, surrounding you, holding you in a safe embrace as you drift off to sleep. As you relax deep into the safety of Archangel Michael's protection, let's now explore how Gabriel's messages slip into the quiet corners of your soul. Gabriel's influence may not always be immediately apparent, but his role in your life is profound and deeply personal. The thing with Gabriel is that his messages come when you least expect them, and they're always relevant to where you are in your life at that very moment. Have you ever had a sudden flash of clarity, an insight that seemed to come from nowhere but felt incredibly real? That's Gabriel at work. His messages often come in the form of those small, unexpected moments, like a shift in your thoughts or a feeling that you should do something you hadn't planned. It's a subtle push in the right direction, a quiet nudge towards a decision you may have been hesitant to make. Gabriel doesn't announce his presence with loud voices or dramatic gestures. Instead, his messages arrive gently, like a soft breeze that brushes against your skin. Sometimes it's a dream, sometimes it's a passing thought, or even an intuitive feeling. But always, it's a reminder that you're not walking this path alone. Gabriel's presence is always near, guiding you gently toward your divine purpose. As you lie here tonight, think about the moments when you felt a sudden pull in your heart, a decision that felt perfectly aligned with your deepest self. Those moments aren't coincidences, they're Gabriel's guidance leading you toward the life you were always meant to live. His role isn't to push you forward in a grand, sweeping way. No, his power lies in the subtlety, the quiet way he helps you stay on track. Historians still debate whether angels guide us through direct intervention or through gentle nudges, but one thing is clear: Gabriel's role in your life is to keep you aligned with your divine path. He speaks to you in ways that require trust and patience, but the outcome is always worth it. Gabriel's messages are like threads woven through the fabric of your existence, gently pulling you in the right direction. Tonight, as you drift off to sleep, trust that Gabriel is whispering his guidance to you in a way that's uniquely personal. Maybe you won't hear it in the traditional sense, but rest assured it's there. It might come to you in a dream, or it could be a quiet voice in your heart telling you what to do next. You've been receiving Gabriel's messages all along, but tonight, you'll be more attuned to his whispers than ever before. You don't need to force it. Gabriel's presence doesn't demand that you do anything other than be still and open to the possibilities. This is not the kind of guidance that makes you feel rushed. Gabriel's advice is calm and reassuring, just like the quiet peace you're feeling now. And with that peace comes clarity. The beautiful thing about Gabriel's guidance is that it's never wrong. You may question it, doubt it, or second guess it, but deep down, you'll always know it's right. He's the angel of communication and truth, and his messages are meant to help you stay true to yourself. Whether it's a decision in your personal life or a choice that affects your spiritual journey, Gabriel is there, reminding you that you have the wisdom to make the right choice, even when the path isn't entirely clear. So, tonight, as you settle deeper into the safety of Michael's protection and Gabriel's soft guidance, take a deep breath and let yourself feel the peace. Trust that Gabriel is working behind the scenes, ready to lead you when the time is right. You're not lost, you're exactly where you need to be. And the more you align with that, the more you'll notice Gabriel's presence guiding you toward the next step. Remember, it's not always about the big moments. Sometimes Gabriel's most important messages come in the stillness, in the quiet moments of introspection when you're open to receiving. Tonight, allow yourself to be open to those moments. The guidance you need is already within you, and Gabriel is here to help you uncover it. As you continue to relax in the warmth of Michael's protection and Gabriel's subtle guidance, let's dive deeper into the power of divine timing. Archangels don't rush, and neither should you. In this fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the race to do more, achieve more, and push harder. But the truth is, divine timing doesn't work that way. Tonight's message is a reminder that everything is unfolding exactly as it's meant to, even if you don't see it yet. In the grand scheme of the universe, there's a rhythm to everything, a perfect timing that we can't always understand, but that's always working in our favor. Gabriel and Michael aren't bound by the constraints of time as we are. For them, there's no rush. There's no pressure. They move in divine timing, and so should you. You've probably experienced it, those moments when things seem to fall into place perfectly. It wasn't planned, but suddenly the right people, the right opportunities, the right moments all align. That's divine timing at work, and Gabriel is often the one who nudges you toward those moments. He doesn't force you, he simply guides you with subtle signs, encouraging you to trust the timing of your life. There's a lot of pressure in modern life to be constantly moving forward, to always be thinking of the next step, the next goal, the next big thing. But Gabriel's message tonight is clear: take a breath. You don't need to rush. The path you're on is already unfolding, and every step you take is leading you exactly where you need to be. You don't have to see the whole picture right now. In fact, the most important part is simply trusting that you're on the right path, even when it's not obvious. This is where the magic of divine timing comes into play. Think of it like being in a symphony orchestra. Each musician plays their part, but they're not playing ahead of the beat or behind it. They're playing in perfect harmony with one another, creating something beautiful and meaningful. Your life is like that orchestra. Every moment, every choice you make is part of a much bigger picture. Sometimes you may feel like you're waiting for something to happen, but just like the musicians, it's your turn to play when the time is right. Historians still debate whether we have complete free will or some aspects of our lives are preordained by a higher power. Some believe that divine timing is a result of fate, while others argue that it's merely a natural progression of our actions and decisions. Regardless of where you fall on that spectrum, one thing is clear: there is a flow to life, and if you align yourself with it, everything starts to make sense. Tonight, as you listen to Gabriel's whispers, know that there's a bigger plan in motion. Divine timing isn't just about waiting for something to happen, it's about knowing that the right moment will come when you are ready. This isn't the time to force things to move faster. Instead, trust that everything you need is already on its way to you, and when the time is right, the doors will open effortlessly. You've likely experienced moments of frustration in the past, moments when you felt like you're stuck, waiting for the next step to unfold. But what if I told you that these waiting periods aren't wasted time? They're part of the process. Michael's protection and Gabriel's guidance are preparing you for the exact moment when everything will click into place. You may not see it now, but rest assured, the universe is working on your behalf, aligning everything in perfect harmony. As you continue to relax and drift deeper into rest, let the rhythm of divine timing soothe you. You don't have to worry about the next step. You don't have to force things to happen. Archangels Michael and Gabriel are guiding you, protecting you, and waiting for the perfect moment to reveal the next chapter of your journey. So tonight, embrace the stillness, embrace the waiting. Allow yourself to be in the moment, trusting that your divine path is unfolding in perfect timing. You don't need to see the entire map. Just take the next step with faith that it's leading you exactly where you need to go. As you continue to relax, sinking deeper into the peace that Michael's protection and Gabriel's guidance bring, let's turn our attention to a topic that often causes anxiety: the unknown. We are all wired to seek certainty and control, but divine messages often come with an element of mystery, and that's where faith comes in. Faith in something greater than yourself, faith in the divine plan, and faith that even when you don't have all the answers, you are being led exactly where you need to be. The truth is, the unknown isn't as scary as it seems. It's a space full of potential, a blank canvas waiting for you to step into it with trust and courage. Gabriel, with his gentle guidance, reminds us that the unknown is not a void to fear, but a realm of possibility. This is the time when your deepest intuition, your connection with the divine, will shine brightest. You don't need to know every step of the journey. You just need to trust that you are being guided every step of the way. Many of us fear the unknown because we don't have a clear roadmap. We want the certainty of knowing what's coming next. But Gabriel whispers tonight, reminding you that sometimes the most beautiful moments of your life arrive when you least expect them. Those unexpected turns, those serendipitous encounters, are the signs of divine intervention, of Michael and Gabriel guiding you in subtle ways. You may not always see their hands at work, but trust that they are there. Think about the times in your life when you faced an uncertain path, and yet looking back, you can see how things fell into place. Perhaps it was a new job, a new relationship, or a choice that seemed small at the time but ended up being life-changing. In those moments, you were guided by something far greater than yourself. Gabriel's message tonight is to remind you that, even in the unknown, you are always being guided by divine hands. You just need to be open to it. Historians and spiritual scholars often debate whether we are truly in control of our destinies or whether there's a higher power guiding us. Some argue that free will is a central part of the human experience, while others believe that everything is part of a divine plan. What we do know is that you are never alone in your journey. Michael and Gabriel are with you, helping to illuminate the unknown and provide the clarity you need to make the best choices for your future. Tonight, as you rest and let the peaceful presence of the archangels surround you, try to release the fear of uncertainty. You don't need to know exactly what will happen tomorrow. You don't need to have every step planned out. What you do need is trust. The trust that you are exactly where you need to be, that divine timing is working in your favor, and that you are supported by unseen forces every step of the way. As you drift off into sleep, feel the release of tension. Trust that the unknown holds nothing to fear. In fact, it's full of promise, full of new beginnings, full of opportunities you can't even yet imagine. Michael's protection is there to guide you through it, and Gabriel's gentle whispers will lead you to the right path, even when you're not sure what that path looks like. Sometimes the best thing you can do is to simply be still, to let go, and to trust that the divine has a plan for you that's far greater than anything you can envision. There's peace in the unknown because it's a space where anything is possible. The future is unwritten and you have the divine protection of Archangels Michael and Gabriel to help you navigate it with ease. So tonight, as you sleep, let go of the fear of what's to come. Know that you are safe, you are protected, and you are being led toward your divine purpose, one gentle step at a time. The unknown is not a void to fear, but a realm where miracles can happen. As you drift deeper into the peaceful quiet of sleep, with Michael's protection surrounding you and Gabriel's subtle whispers guiding you, let's pause for a moment to reflect on the power of spiritual warfare. Now, I know the term might sound a bit dramatic, but hear me out. Spiritual warfare isn't always about grand battles or dramatic confrontations. Sometimes it's a quiet struggle, a subtle conflict between your inner peace and the forces that try to disrupt it. These battles are part of the human experience, but they don't have to overwhelm you. In the stillness of the night, when you lie there, allowing your thoughts to settle, you might not realize that there are forces working against your peace. These aren't necessarily external threats. Sometimes they're internal doubts, fears, or negative thought patterns that chip away at your sense of security. Spiritual warfare, in the sense, is the battle to maintain your sense of peace, your connection to the divine, and your ability to trust in the divine plan. But here's the good news: you are not alone in this battle. Archangels Michael and Gabriel are standing guard, protecting your mind, your spirit, and your heart from anything that could disrupt your inner peace. When you face spiritual challenges, whether they're doubts, fears, or external negative energy, Michael's sword is there to cut through the darkness, and Gabriel's voice is there to offer gentle encouragement. You don't have to face these struggles alone. They're with you always. You may not always recognize when this spiritual warfare is taking place. It doesn't always involve dramatic moments of conflict. Sometimes it's just the quiet struggle of trying to stay centered in a chaotic world. But trust that Michael is actively protecting your heart from negativity, and Gabriel is speaking quietly, guiding you through these challenges with gentle wisdom. Historians and spiritual scholars have long debated the nature of spiritual warfare, whether it's an external force or an internal struggle, and whether we are truly engaged in battle at all. But one thing remains clear: the peace that Michael and Gabriel provide is real, and it can help you overcome even the most subtle of battles. Whether it's self-doubt, fear of the future, or negativity from the world around you, Michael and Gabriel's protection shields you from it. Tonight, as you rest, know that you are safe from the spiritual forces that seek to disturb your peace. Michael is standing at the gates, guarding your mind and spirit, ensuring that no negative energy can infiltrate your thoughts. And Gabriel, with his gentle presence, is offering his wisdom, reminding you that you have the strength to overcome any spiritual struggle. You are not weak. You are divinely protected, divinely guided, and divinely loved. When you awaken tomorrow, you may feel a little lighter, a little more at ease. That's the result of the spiritual protection that's been around you all along. Michael's protection isn't just a shield, it's a presence, one that offers comfort and strength. Gabriel's guidance isn't just a whisper, it's a steady stream of wisdom that helps you navigate the challenges of life with grace. Tonight, feel the release of tension as you surrender to the protection and guidance of the archangels. Allow yourself to rest deeply, knowing that the battles that seem to loom in the distance are already being fought on your behalf. You are safe. You are loved. You are protected. The spiritual warfare isn't something to fear, it's simply part of the journey. And with Michael and Gabriel by your side, you are always on the winning team. As you settle further into the peace and comfort of tonight, Archangels Michael and Gabriel continue their protective work, guiding your thoughts and preparing your spirit for what lies ahead. And while you rest, there's something important to remember. The divine timing that we've spoken of isn't just about waiting, it's also about preparing. You may not feel it now, but every step you take, every small choice, and every quiet moment you experience tonight is preparing you for a greater breakthrough. Archangels don't just protect you, they actively help you grow into the person you were always meant to be. Have you ever had one of those moments where you suddenly understand something about yourself, your life, or your path, and it's as if everything just clicks into place? That's Gabriel's influence. Gabriel is the angel of communication, and one of his gifts to you is the ability to understand your divine purpose with more clarity. You see, divine timing isn't just about waiting for the perfect moment, it's about being ready when that moment arrives. And it's not just about what's happening to you, but also what's happening within you. In the quiet of the night, while you sleep, Gabriel is working behind the scenes, helping you tap into your higher wisdom and unlock your full potential. It's like a divine download of knowledge and guidance that's gently flowing through you, even if you're not fully aware of it. You might wake up tomorrow with a sense of clarity you didn't have the day before, an understanding of where you need to go next, or simply a deeper connection to your intuition. That's Gabriel's work at hand, helping you recognize that you are more capable, more connected, and more powerful than you realize. When we talk about spiritual breakthroughs, we often envision grand, life-altering moments. But true breakthroughs can be subtle too. It could be a new way of looking at a problem, a fresh perspective on an old situation, or the inner strength to handle a challenge that once felt insurmountable. These breakthroughs are as important as any dramatic change because they allow you to move forward with newfound strength, wisdom, and clarity. And that, my friend, is exactly what Michael and Gabriel are preparing you for. Historians and spiritual teachers alike often discuss how divine breakthroughs come at the most unexpected times. Some believe that we must work hard to earn them, while others argue that breakthroughs are gifts from the divine that come when we are ready to receive them. Whatever your belief may be, the truth is that Michael and Gabriel are working tirelessly to prepare you for the breakthrough that's just around the corner. And tonight, as you sleep, that preparation continues. The breakthrough you're ready for might not be obvious right now. It may not come with a dramatic fanfare, but rest assured that it's coming. It might look like an opportunity you hadn't considered or a situation that brings you closer to your purpose. But whatever form it takes, you can trust that it's part of a much bigger divine plan and you're right where you need to be. You don't have to chase it. You don't have to force it. Just like the rest of your journey, this breakthrough is unfolding in perfect divine timing, and all you need to do is relax into it, trusting that Gabriel and Michael are walking with you every step of the way. They're helping you become the person who is ready to receive the blessings that await you. So tonight, let go of the pressure to make everything happen all at once. Take a deep breath and trust that you are exactly where you need to be. You are being prepared for something great, something that will change the course of your life in ways you can't yet imagine. And when the time is right, the breakthrough will come. Not because you forced it, but because you were ready for it. As you rest, wrapped in the safety of Michael's protection and the subtle whispers of Gabriel, it's essential to take a moment to reflect on the divine intervention happening around you. Divine intervention doesn't always look like grand miracles or instant transformations. More often than not, it's a quiet, unseen force subtly shifting the course of your life when you need it most. You might not see the archangels at work, but that doesn't mean they aren't there, guiding you, protecting you, and preparing you for what lies ahead. Consider for a moment how many times in your life something seemingly insignificant turned out to be exactly what you needed. Perhaps you met someone by chance, or a small decision led to a series of events that brought you exactly where you needed to be. That's divine intervention. It's not about grand gestures or flashy displays. It's about those quiet moments where everything aligns just right and you feel that knowing deep within that things are happening just as they should. Gabriel's guidance is often subtle, but it's always timely, and when you least expect it, you'll see the hand of the divine guiding you in ways you didn't recognize before. It's easy to forget that there is a higher plan in motion, especially when you're so caught up in the whirlwind of daily life. But archangels are working behind the scenes, helping you navigate the challenges and uncertainties you face. Gabriel's messages, delivered quietly, are there to help you make the right decisions when the stakes are high. Michael's protection, though unseen, is just as real, ensuring that you are shielded from harm as you move forward in your life. Divine intervention is not about changing everything in an instant. It's about setting things into motion and guiding you on your path with gentle hands. Historians and spiritual leaders often debate the concept of divine intervention, whether it's something we actively participate in, or if it's purely the result of fate and higher powers. Some believe that we have the free will to choose our own destiny, while others believe that divine hands are guiding us along the way, nudging us toward our highest good. Regardless of where you stand on that debate, one thing is clear: the presence of Archangels Michael and Gabriel is undeniable. Whether you see them directly or feel their influence in subtle ways, they are active in your life, offering protection, guidance, and divine intervention when you need it most. Tonight, as you drift deeper into sleep, trust that you are under the protective wings of these mighty archangels. You are not alone in your journey. Michael is standing at your side, ensuring that you are safe from harm, and Gabriel is quietly guiding you toward the next steps in your life. Whether you realize it or not, divine intervention is already at work in your life, gently steering you in the direction you need to go. You may not always understand why things happen the way they do. Life can sometimes feel confusing, full of unanswered questions and unclear paths. But know this: divine intervention is not about providing all the answers. It's about trusting that the path is already unfolding exactly as it should. Every moment, every step is part of a much bigger plan, one that you may not see yet, but one that is moving you toward your highest good. So tonight, rest easy knowing that the archangels are by your side. Divine intervention is happening all around you, guiding you gently through every uncertainty. You are not alone, and you never have been. With Michael's protection and Gabriel's guidance, you are on the right path, and the universe is aligning in your favor. As you continue to relax, feeling the steady presence of Michael and Gabriel surrounding you, let's explore the concept of divine timing a little deeper. If there's one thing we all struggle with, it's the impatience that comes with waiting for things to fall into place. In a world that demands instant results and constant movement, the idea of waiting, especially for something that seems important, can feel uncomfortable. But tonight's message is one of reassurance. Divine timing doesn't rush, and neither should you. You may feel like you're waiting for a breakthrough, a moment of clarity, or a change in your life. But rest assured, it's all unfolding exactly as it should. The beauty of divine timing is that it works on a level we may not always fully understand. It's not bound by our human constraints of time, deadlines, or expectations. Gabriel and Michael, though ever present, don't force anything to happen before it's meant to. Instead, they guide you through the waiting periods, helping you prepare for the opportunities and moments of clarity that will arrive when the time is right. Tonight, Michael's protection ensures that you are safe during this waiting period, and Gabriel's whispers remind you that you are not just waiting in vain. There is purpose in this pause. Think back to a time in your life when something didn't work out exactly when you expected it to. Maybe it was a job opportunity, a relationship, or a dream you had. At the time, it may have felt like you were stuck, like nothing was moving forward. But looking back now, don't you see how everything worked out in the end? Perhaps the delay, that waiting period, was a divine intervention in itself. It gave you time to grow, to learn, or simply to become ready for what was to come. That's the power of divine timing. What seems like a delay is often just preparation for something even better than you could have imagined. Historians and spiritual thinkers often ponder the mysteries of divine timing, whether it's a force that operates independently of our choices or whether we co-create it through our actions and decisions. Some believe that time itself is fluid and that moments of significance are meant to align when we are ready for them. Others argue that our personal choices shape our divine timing. Regardless of where you stand on this, the truth remains: divine timing works. It's not about forcing outcomes or rushing through life. It's about trusting that the right moments will come at the right time and that you'll be ready for them when they do. As you lie here tonight, know that you are right where you need to be. You might feel like you're waiting for something big to happen, but trust that the divine plan is unfolding perfectly. There's no need to rush, no need to force things. Michael's protection allows you the space to rest and trust, while Gabriel's wisdom is reminding you that the timing is part of the bigger picture. What you're waiting for is already on its way, and the universe is setting the stage for you to receive it at the perfect moment. This is why divine timing can sometimes feel frustrating. It doesn't always follow the schedule we want it to. But that's the beauty of it. When it arrives, it will be exactly what you need, not just what you wanted. The divine knows you better than you know yourself. So tonight, as you allow yourself to sink deeper into rest, take a moment to reflect on the fact that your life is moving in perfect harmony with the universe. You are exactly where you're meant to be, and what's coming next will be a reflection of that perfect timing. So, as you drift deeper into sleep, release the worry and the impatience. Trust that Gabriel and Michael are guiding you through this time, and when the right moment arrives, you'll know. You don't need to force anything. Divine timing will carry you, and it will arrive at just the right moment when you are ready to receive it. As the night deepens and you allow the calmness of Michael's protection and Gabriel's guidance to settle over you, let's explore the concept of breakthroughs. Everyone talks about the big moment, that one moment where everything changes. But what if I told you that breakthroughs don't always come with a dramatic bang? Often, they come quietly in a series of small, subtle changes that shift the course of your life without you even realizing it. Tonight, Archangels Michael and Gabriel are preparing you for such a breakthrough. It may not come with loud fanfare, but when it does, you'll feel its impact in ways that are profound and lasting. Think of a breakthrough as a small crack in the wall of uncertainty. At first, it might seem insignificant, just a tiny crack, barely noticeable. But as time goes on, that crack widens, letting in the light of clarity, peace, and purpose. Breakthroughs often begin in the quietest of moments. It could be a thought that suddenly makes sense, a decision that feels right even though it seems small, or an opportunity that appears when you least expect it. These are the moments when divine guidance becomes crystal clear, and Gabriel's gentle whisper reminds you that you are ready for what's next. Archangel Michael's protection ensures that you are safe during these times of transition. Breakthroughs often come with challenges, and when they do, Michael's strength and shield are there to guard you from any negativity or fear that might try to enter your space. You're being prepared to embrace the next phase of your life, and while the breakthrough may not come immediately, every step you take is leading you toward it. The archangels are with you, making sure you're equipped and ready when the time comes. Historians and spiritual teachers often debate the nature of breakthroughs, whether they are the result of divine intervention, hard work, or a combination of both. Some argue that breakthrough moments are shaped by our actions and decisions, while others believe they are gifts from the divine, occurring when we are ready to receive them. Regardless of the origin, the truth is that breakthroughs are transformative. They shift your perspective, open new doors, and guide you toward a future that's more aligned with your higher purpose. As you lie here tonight, think about the breakthroughs in your life that have already happened. Maybe you didn't recognize them at the time, but looking back, you can see how those small moments led you to where you are now. Maybe it was a decision, a relationship, or a choice that seemed insignificant at the time, but it ended up being life-changing. Those are the moments Gabriel is preparing you for right now. Tonight, you're in the midst of a quiet preparation, getting ready for the next chapter of your life. A chapter that will bring new opportunities and new understandings. You may not know exactly what that breakthrough will look like, but know that it's already on its way. It may not come in the form you expect, but when it arrives, you'll recognize it for what it is. It could be a moment of clarity, a shift in your thinking, or an unexpected opportunity that aligns perfectly with your path. The breakthrough you need is waiting for you, and you're being prepared for it every day. With Michael's protection and Gabriel's gentle guidance, you are on the right path. Tonight, as you settle into sleep, feel a sense of peace knowing that you are in divine hands. You don't have to force the breakthrough, it will come when the time is right. Gabriel's wisdom and Michael's strength are preparing you for the moment when everything aligns. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be, and when the breakthrough comes, you'll be ready to embrace it with open arms. As you rest in the comfort of Archangels Michael and Gabriel's presence, let's take a moment to reflect on the Chosen Ones, a group of people who seem to have a unique connection to the divine, to the archangels, and to the spiritual forces that guide us. Perhaps you've heard of the Chosen Ones before, whether in spiritual texts, ancient prophecies, or even modern-day teachings. But what does it truly mean to be chosen, and how do you know if you are one of them? Being chosen doesn't mean you're special or better than anyone else. It simply means that your life is aligned with a higher purpose, one that is guided by divine forces. You may feel a deep, unexplainable connection to something greater than yourself, an inner knowing that there's more to your life than the ordinary. The truth is, every soul is unique and everyone has their own divine path. But the chosen ones are those whose paths are deeply intertwined with the divine mission, often with a purpose to help, guide, or uplift others. You may not recognize it right now, but if you're reading this, there's a good chance you're one of the chosen ones. Whether you feel this calling now or it's something you'll discover later, the archangels are here to guide you toward your purpose. You might feel different from those around you, or perhaps you've experienced moments of divine connection that others haven't. These are the signs that you are walking a path meant to lead you toward a higher calling. Gabriel, the messenger, speaks to the chosen ones in ways that are both subtle and powerful. His messages are meant to open your eyes to the possibilities in your life, to reveal the divine purpose that has been set before you. Whether it's through a feeling, a dream, or an unexpected event, Gabriel's whispers will guide you along your path. You may not always understand the full picture, but trust that you are being led to exactly where you need to be. Gabriel helps the chosen ones recognize their divine purpose, reminding them that they are never alone, even when the journey seems uncertain. Historians and spiritual leaders often argue about what it truly means to be chosen. Some say that being chosen is a divine honor, while others believe it's a responsibility to serve others and the divine mission. But one thing is certain, if you felt a deep connection to something greater, if you've experienced moments of guidance that felt too powerful to ignore, then you're on the path of the chosen ones. Tonight, as you rest, trust that you are part of something greater than yourself. Whether you recognize it now or not, your life is aligned with divine purpose. Gabriel's influence is helping you understand this, and Michael's protection is keeping you safe as you move forward. You may not see it yet, but you are walking the path that the archangels have set for you. Remember, being chosen doesn't mean you have to be perfect or have all the answers. It simply means that your life has a greater purpose, a purpose that is unfolding in divine timing. You are being guided every step of the way, and tonight, as you fall deeper into rest, know that the archangels are with you, ready to lead you toward your divine destiny. So tonight, take comfort in knowing that you are part of something much bigger than yourself. The chosen ones aren't special because they are perfect. They are special because they are willing to listen to the divine guidance that comes their way. Gabriel is speaking to you, and Michael is protecting you as you take the next steps toward fulfilling your divine purpose. As the night deepens with the comforting presence of Archangels Michael and Gabriel surrounding you, let's take a moment to explore the concept of protection over your home. We often think of protection in grand terms, battles, wars, or confrontations. But in reality, the most powerful form of protection is the kind that surrounds you every day, keeping you safe in your most sacred space, your home. Tonight, Archangels Michael and Gabriel are standing guard over you and your home, ensuring that you are shielded from any negative forces, both seen and unseen. Your home is not just a physical space, it's a sanctuary for your spirit, a place where you recharge, reflect, and heal. And because of that, it deserves the utmost protection. Michael, with his mighty sword and unwavering strength, is standing at your threshold, guarding your space from any harmful energy that might try to infiltrate. You may not always see it, but his protection is unwavering, ensuring that your home remains a place of peace, safety, and comfort. Gabriel, too, is playing a vital role in protecting your home. As the angel of communication and divine guidance, he helps to ensure that only positive energies enter your space. His presence encourages open, loving communication, peace between those who dwell within, and a connection to the divine that flows through every room. Gabriel's protection is more subtle than Michael's, but just as powerful. He fosters harmony within the walls of your home, making sure that no disharmony or negativity takes root. You might wonder how this protection manifests in everyday life. Sometimes, it's the small things, the unexpected moments of peace that seem to come out of nowhere, the feeling of calm that washes over you when you step into your home after a long day. Those moments aren't coincidences. They're the work of the archangels, ensuring that you are surrounded by divine peace even in the midst of chaos. Historians and spiritual thinkers have long debated the nature of divine protection. Some believe that we must actively invite protection into our lives, while others argue that it's always present, guiding us whether we recognize it or not. One thing is certain: protection is a divine gift, one that Michael and Gabriel provide freely and continuously. Their work doesn't stop when you're asleep. It continues quietly and powerfully, keeping your home and your loved ones safe from any spiritual or emotional harm. As you rest tonight, know that Michael is guarding the physical space of your home, while Gabriel is ensuring that the atmosphere is filled with peace, love, and divine guidance. These archangels are creating a shield of protection around you that is more powerful than anything you could see or touch. You are not alone in your home. You are surrounded by divine beings who are ensuring that your space remains sacred and safe. Let's take a moment to appreciate the divine protection that is always present even when we don't see it. The archangels are constantly at work, keeping you safe in ways both subtle and grand. Whether it's the energy of your home, the safety of your loved ones, or the peace you feel in your heart, everything is protected under their care. You can rest easy knowing that Michael and Gabriel are watching over you even as you sleep. Tonight, as you close your eyes and drift into a peaceful slumber, take comfort in knowing that your home is a sanctuary, one that is divinely protected, filled with love, peace, and guidance. The archangels are standing guard, ensuring that no harm can enter your space. You are safe, you are loved, and you are protected by the very best. As the peaceful embrace of the archangels continues to wrap around you, let's turn our focus to spiritual alignment, a key element in walking the path of divine purpose. You see, aligning yourself with the divine doesn't mean perfection or always having the right answers. It simply means trusting that the divine will guide you to where you need to be, and that every step you take is part of a much larger, higher plan. Gabriel and Michael are here to help you stay aligned with that divine purpose, guiding you when you stray from your path, and protecting you when you need it most. Spiritual alignment isn't a destination. It's a continuous journey. It's about making choices that resonate with your soul, feeling connected to your higher self, and trusting the wisdom that flows from within. But, as you well know, it's easy to get lost in the distractions of the world, to feel disconnected from your true purpose. This is where the archangels play such a powerful role. Michael's protection helps you stay grounded in your journey, keeping you safe from the distractions and influences that may try to pull you off course. Gabriel, with his wisdom, is there to remind you when you've veered too far from your divine purpose, offering gentle nudges and subtle signs that bring you back into alignment. Have you ever felt a deep, quiet knowing that something was right for you even though you couldn't explain it? Or perhaps there's been a moment when you felt a sense of peace even in the middle of chaos. That's spiritual alignment at work. It's that feeling of being exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you were meant to do. It's not always a loud, dramatic experience. Sometimes it's a quiet understanding, a deep inner peace that tells you that you're on the right path. Gabriel's role is to help you recognize those moments of alignment and encourage you to trust them. Historians, theologians, and spiritual guides have long debated the nature of spiritual alignment. Is it something we actively create, or is it something that we simply surrender to? Some believe that alignment is a result of our choices and actions, while others argue that it's part of a divine flow that we must learn to tap into. Regardless of the perspective, one thing is clear: alignment with your divine path is essential for living a life of purpose and fulfillment. Michael and Gabriel are here to ensure that you stay in tune with your higher purpose, nudging you back on course when needed and providing protection when distractions threaten to pull you away from your spiritual alignment. Tonight, as you settle into sleep, take a moment to reflect on the areas of your life where you feel out of alignment. Are there choices you've made recently that don't feel right? Are there areas where you feel disconnected from your true self? These moments are opportunities for realignment, and you don't need to do it alone. Michael's protection ensures that you are safe as you go through this process, while Gabriel's guidance will help you find your way back to your true path. It's important to remember that spiritual alignment isn't about perfection. It's about continually adjusting and realigning moment by moment. Even when you feel lost or uncertain, Michael and Gabriel are with you, offering their divine guidance and protection. Every step you take on your journey is leading you to a greater understanding of your purpose, and every moment of realignment brings you closer to that divine purpose. So, as you prepare for restful sleep tonight, trust that you are being realigned with your highest good. Gabriel's gentle presence is already guiding you back to your center, while Michael's protection ensures that you stay safe during the sacred process. You are exactly where you need to be, and every step you take from here will bring you closer to living in perfect alignment with your divine purpose. As the night unfolds and you rest deeply under the watchful eyes of Archangels Michael and Gabriel, it's time to reflect on the final message for tonight, one of peace, reassurance, and divine love. Often when we face uncertainty, fear, or doubt, it feels as though we are walking alone in the dark. But tonight, Michael and Gabriel are here to remind you that you are never alone. The divine love and protection that surround you are constant, and they are working on your behalf, even when you cannot see it. You've heard the term divine love many times, but have you ever stopped to consider just how deeply this love extends to you? It's not a love that comes and goes based on your actions or your worthiness. No, divine love is unconditional, infinite, and ever-present. It's the force that holds the universe together, and it is woven into every moment of your life, even in the most challenging times. Michael's protection, Gabriel's guidance. These are just manifestations of that divine love, here to support you through every trial, every moment of uncertainty. Now, imagine this divine love surrounding you as you sleep. It's not an abstract concept or something distant. It's a living, breathing presence that's here with you, right now. As you rest tonight, know that you are enveloped in love. Not just from the archangels, but from the divine source that created everything. You don't need to earn this love, and you don't need to prove yourself. It's simply yours, always. The beauty of divine love is that it doesn't come with conditions. Unlike human love, which can sometimes be based on expectations or actions, divine love is pure and constant. It is always available to you, ready to fill you with peace, calm, and reassurance. And tonight, as you lie in the stillness, the divine love of Michael and Gabriel is a blanket that wraps around you, ensuring that you are safe, protected, and loved. Historians, spiritual teachers, and philosophers have debated the concept of divine love for centuries. Some believe it is the highest form of connection with the divine, while others argue that it is the foundation of everything. What we know for sure is that this love is transformative. It heals wounds, it calms fears, and it gives you the strength to face whatever challenges come your way. You don't need to do anything to deserve it. It is simply a gift, always available, always present. Tonight, as you relax and drift off to sleep, feel the embrace of divine love surrounding you. Trust that Michael's protection and Gabriel's guidance are here to help you navigate the path ahead, but most of all, know that you are loved beyond measure. The divine love that fills your heart tonight will stay with you as you wake up tomorrow, ready to face the day with a sense of peace and purpose. As you rest, let go of any fears or anxieties. Let the divine love fill every corner of your being, washing away any doubts or negative energy. You are supported, you are cared for, and you are loved. With Michael's protection and Gabriel's guidance, you can face anything that comes your way with a sense of peace and strength. You don't need to rush, you don't need to force things to happen. Trust that everything is unfolding perfectly in divine timing. And now, as you drift off into a peaceful sleep, take comfort in the fact that you are not alone. You are surrounded by love. Divine love, unconditional and pure. Gabriel and Michael are with you, guiding you, protecting you, and most importantly, loving you. Sleep well, knowing that you are safe, you are loved, and you are exactly where you need to be.